Biafra.
We know.
Raffle draw.
We know. We know.
BFR, Raffle Jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpanjoku. Na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your pikin them. I dey tell you. He can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too.
A referendum is a right to you.
Bergie USA is welcoming our Obataobi, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ikpa to United States USA for a town hall meeting, and Bergie, Texas will be presenting the Kola Nut, Iwa Oji. Therefore we are inviting wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafrans, well-wishers and all lovers of freedom to this great event.
We are going home.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining us once again today. I appreciate you wherever you are joining us from. Please like and share this program. Share to family and friends, share to all platforms. Remember, this is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we bring information that has to do with the Biafra Republic government in exile, a platform where we bring information that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. In this platform, we bring the truth and nothing but the truth. In this platform, there is no political correctness. We say things are the way they are, and we expose the lie of the zoological republic called Nigeria. My fellow Biafrans that are listening, please, if you have not yet liked this program, like and share. Subscribe, share it, and make it go viral. Let it reach to all parts of the world and everyone that need to hear us. Today is the 22nd of October 2024, and here are we once again bringing you information to your doorstep. Today I'm going to share with you a very important video. This is a video that explains a lot about the political idiots in Biafra land. There are so many evil men in Biafra land. This one is exposing the man called Emeka Anyoko, the one you saw Tinubu invite to Asorok some time ago. These are people who do not want their people to progress. Emeka Anyoko have served on different offices of the world and even in Nigeria and has never made impact in the life of any Biafran. Instead, he is joining the enemies to enslave the Biafrans. He has been part of the enslavement of the Biafran people on different occasions, in different forms, in different ways. And we cannot speak enough about him. Today, I am going to bring a video where somebody was able to narrate more about this man called Emeka Anyoko, for you to understand that the political elite in Biafra land and those who call themselves the Otelectuals, most of them do not mean well for the Biafran people. Today, the narrative is different. Under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa today, the liberation of Biafra is on the top stage, on the international stage. Lobbying is going on different platforms, and we are winning politically and in the armed struggle. It is no longer business as usual, and they are frightened. They are pushing their propaganda. They are joining the enemies of Biafrans to hold us down. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, after listening to this very program about to play, I bet you your life will never remain the same. You will now understand that our freedom is in our hand, and we cannot continue to listen to these very idiots who call themselves elites. We cannot continue to play along with these politicians who only are fighting for their own personal interests, for their own personal aggrandizement. That is what they are doing. They promote themselves instead of pursuing the collective interest of the people. They are all on their own personal interests. Watch this program carefully from beginning to the end, and I bet you your life will never remain the same. You will understand the madness that is in the heart and mind of those who call themselves elites and intellectuals. Let's watch. Share it as you watch.
As Secretary General of the Commonwealth, he knows what democratic elections are. He has witnessed them, supervised them, and discussed them with famous world leaders. He knows what genocide is when it is being perpetrated, and knows that Nigeria is committing genocide against the people of Eastern Region Biafra, even as we speak. Surely he knows that. Emeka Anyoku is an Igbo man who knows that Nigeria is committing genocide on Ndi Igbo as we speak. Yet, he, on October 9, 2009, went to Enugu and started preaching the gospel of one Nigeria to Igbo youths at their annual summit in Enugu. This man knows that Nigeria has destroyed Igbo youth. He knows that Nigeria, using military decrees, seized all our ancestral land, seized the petroleum and gas in our ancestral land, and took over by force all the waterways in our ancestral land. He knows that Nigeria's Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchs and the Sokoto Caliphate have stolen billions of dollars of money belonging to oil-bearing communities in our homeland, while leaving our youth poverty-stricken, jobless, and hungry. He knows that Igbo youth is being systematically and comprehensively destroyed by Nigeria, and that when you destroy the youth, you destroy the generations coming after them. He knows that. He knows that there is no democracy in Nigeria, and that there will never be democracy in Nigeria, because the House of Fulani Yoruba have been practicing a form of government called dictatorship for thousands of years, and will never move away from feudalistic dictatorship. He knows that. He knows that nothing will ever change in Nigeria, and that things have kept getting worse for our people year after year. He knows that. Yet, he is preaching to Igbo youth to embrace one Nigeria and to go out and develop one Nigeria. He must be insane. On October 12, 2009, Ndi Igbo and their friends gathered at the University of South Florida to listen to survivors of Asaba massacre of October 7, 1967, narrate how Nigerian savages slaughtered more than 700 innocent men who had come to welcome them to their town with their traditional dance. The hall was packed. Men and women, they listened and cried like children as speaker after speaker told their stories of how they survived the murder and mayhem perpetrated by Nigerian soldiers under the command of General Murtala Mohammed and Colonel Ibrahim Taiwo, under the overall directive of General Yakubu Gowon. Philip Asiodu, a native of Asaba, was there. He got up and told the grieving men and women that he has no bitterness against the Nigerians, despite the fact that his brother, Sidney Asiodu, a promising Olympic athlete, was one of those slaughtered by the Nigerian vandals that day. Many of those in the hall were shocked and bewildered. They realized that they did not really know this man called Philip Asiodu. Philip Asiodu was one of the permanent secretaries in Lagos that advised Gowon to refuse to implement the Aburi Agreement he and others made with Ojukwu at Aburi, Ghana. If Gowon had implemented that agreement, there would never have been a Biafra-Nigeria war, and the Asaba massacre would never have happened. When Philip Asiodu was informed in Lagos that Murtala Mohammed had murdered his innocent brother and hundreds of other prominent citizens of Asaba in cold blood, what did he do? Did he ask why? No. Did he protest? No. Did he quit his job in protest? No. Did he try to avenge his brother's death? No. So, what did he do? He just went on sitting in his cozy office in Lagos and being Yakubu Gowon's permanent secretary. In 1969, Yakubu Gowon and his Hausa Fulani Yoruba oligarchs issued a military decree confiscating the petroleum and gas in the ancestral land belonging to Igbo, Ibibio, Efik, Ijo, Ishekiri, Ishan, Isoko, and Urobo communities in the Eastern region. What did Philip Asio, who was permanent secretary in the Ministry of Industry then, do? What did he say to go on? Nothing. He just went on making more and more money with the blood of his brother and that of his relatives. The House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs and the Sokoto Caliphate rewarded him with more posts. He became permanent secretary, Ministry of Mines and Power, chairman, Nigerian National Oil Corporation, chairman, NEPA, permanent secretary, Ministry of Petroleum and Energy, chairman, MedLife Limited, chairman, Crop Steel Engineering, chairman, Smith Klein, chairman, West Africa Mills, chairman, STI Nigeria Limited, chairman, Beacham Nigeria, chairman, EcoBank Transnational Limited. And in 1999, President Olusegun Obasanjo made him his economic advisor. His reward for helping to derail Ekweme's chance at the presidency. Philip Asio didn't even cry for his blood brother. So, how do you expect him to have bitterness for the murder of 700 men, the cream of Asaba community? Don't even talk about the Igbo. It is an insult to this man who is a profile in courage, bravery, and integrity. This is why he told his fellow Igbo gathered in Florida to go out and develop Nigeria so she will become the vanguard for African progress, whatever that means. He is insane. These two are prominent examples, but there are thousands of our political leaders and elders who are doing exactly the same thing, telling our people to continue to drink the poison of one Nigeria. Edwin Clark invited Tom Polo to his house to celebrate amnesty. Edwin Clark has not told our people what he was celebrating. Was he celebrating the return of the ancestral land, mineral resources and water resources of the Ijo, which the House of Fulani Yoruba confiscated in 1969, 1979, and 1998 edicts? Was he celebrating the return of trillions of dollars stolen from his people by the House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs? Was he celebrating because thousands of innocent Ijo people mindlessly slaughtered by the House of Fulani Yoruba suddenly rose from the dead? What was he celebrating while preaching one Nigeria to Ijo youths? Anthony Aneni, Alex Ekweme, Vincent Obulafo, and their collaborators went to Anambra State and behind closed doors selected Chukwuma Soludo as the gubernatorial candidate of the PDP for Anambra when they were supposed to hold the primary election to select a candidate. They know that for thousands of years, the Igbo have practiced representative democracy and have perfected the art of elections so much that democratic election is the mode of choosing a leader in every segment of Igbo society. They have stayed too long in the garbage dump called Nigeria and now smell like garbage and have become indistinguishable from the garbage itself. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu was in Enugu telling Igbo youths to plunge into one Nigeria, that is the only savior. He is simply insane. Major General G.C. Iweze, who commanded Nigerian forces in Liberia, was lamenting his premature retirement, saying that he was retired because he is Igbo. Then he remembered that he had helped Nigeria fight Biafra and wondered why the caliphate is throwing him in the garbage dump now. Hey, they used you, they abused you, and they threw you in the garbage. Get used to it. He is still preaching one Nigeria to our youths. Major General Ike Nwachukwu, Rear Admiral Mike Ahigbe, Admiral Augustus Aikomo, Major General Godwin Abe, Tayo Abata, Major General Obomudia, and hundreds of them all over Eastern region, who have been used like toilet paper by the House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs, are still preaching one Nigeria to our youths. If it is not insanity, please tell us what it is. We remind our youths once again that these people and all the others like them are the reason you are suffering. They are the reason you have been in bondage. They are the reason the House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs and the Sokoto Caliphate are treating you like slaves. They are the reason the world is not listening to your cries for freedom, justice, self-determination, and independence. These people who are preaching one Nigeria to you and to world leaders are your worst enemies. They care only about the money Nigerian savages give them. They don't care whether all of you die. They are worse than slave traders. They have no conscience. They have no sympathy. They have no remorse. Unless you do something very drastic about these people, you and your families will remain perpetual slaves to the House of Fulani Yoruba oligarchs and the Sokoto.
Now you understand the evil that these political elites pose in Biafra land. Some time ago, you saw him in Asorok advocating for one Nigeria. Now you see how evil these men are. We are bringing these videos and informations to you so that we understand those who are with you and those who are against you. When you see people tell you to go and meet your politicians to stand for you and speak on your behalf, they will never ever speak on your behalf. They are there for their own personal agenda. Every single politician in Biafra land is there to serve the zoo, to serve the British, to serve the Caliphate. That is what they do. The only thing that will make a Biafran to be relevant in Nigerian space is because they are willing to sell their own people. Except you are willing to sell your people, except you are willing to decimate your people, except you are willing to enslave your people, they will never allow you to be relevant. That is why today you are seeing Peter Obi running from pillar to pole. You see Peter Obi speaking today and praising somebody who is seeking the death of his own people, who has committed genocide in Biafra land. You see Peter Obi today sleeping in the north, tying turban on his head. And tomorrow, when he becomes a president, I pity you. Thank Chukwu Okike that he will never, ever be the president of Biafra. Because we are going out. When we leave, he can become the president of Nigeria. It is up to him. He has sworn and said he will die a Nigerian. And we wish him well. Goodbye to him with his one Nigeria. Fellow Biafrans, please share this video to all platforms. Share to everyone. Get your acts together and support the Biafran government the best way you can. Support the Prime Minister and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the only way forward. We are waiting for our convention that is coming up 9th of December. From 9th of November to 3rd of December. Be there on that convention. And on the 2nd of December, the redeclaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra will be made. Please be there. Thank you so much for joining. Share this program to all platforms, share to everyone, and let people get informed and know where we are. Thank you and stay blessed. I will see you again on the next episode. Stay blessed.